My name?
Yes,
You know it.
that's true. But the people I make the movie, they don't know your name. So for them, can you tell me your name?
Carol.
Carol what?
Down there, Shay.
Who's in the picture? Leonard and Helene Spring.
Who's Elaine? You're talking about Elaine.
I'm Helene, and Leonard is my husband. I'm 75. I'm 90. I'm going to be 100.
When?
October.
October what?
October 26th.
Carol, how old are you?
Too old.
You're giving me precious answers from the get-go. Carol, you know, I'm a member of Eastern Temple too. Do you know Eastern
But
Temple?
you're not a founder.
I'm not a founder. Are you a founder? Yeah, you are. Can you tell me anything about it?
Is that the temple? So what do you want to know?
I want to hear, do you remember anything from founding it?
I think so.
What do you remember?
Everything.
When World War II was over, people came back to where they had to live. Couples. Some were having children, some had none. But as soon as my husband and this rabbi started to form a congregation of Reformed Jewry, then that's how we got there.
It was all the Jews in Peter Cooper, you know, so it was social as well. It wasn't just going to temple, it became social. She was, as was everybody there, constantly involved. The way people are now involved, only now it's more social issues. Now it's more, you know, food for families and taking care of the homeless and the migrants and everything. Back then, because life was a little different, happier, I'm not sure what the right words would be, but it was about the next event. There was a bazaar every year, so it was planning a bazaar. There was an art show every year, planning the art show. She was so involved, and even the temple's 45th anniversary, my mother was in charge of honoring Helene and Leonard.
You know, when you start, you have to make it easy for people to join. That's very important. And they did. And we grew, we bought a property, which we were in too long, on 23rd Street and 2nd Avenue, you probably remember that. And then we finally, while I was president, we bought the place we are now.
This was presented to you in 1968 on the 20th anniversary of the temple. And it was signed by who?
Leonard Spring.
And Helene.
The temple is my second family. It's most important in my life. If I didn't have it, I don't know what would be. It's so important to me. It really is. See, it's making me cry to think about it. But I'm a crier anyway. But it just means a lot to me. And its success and its growth.
It's great.
You think it's great? I think it's great too, because you were one of the founders of the temple. And this was presented to you June 17th, 1988, after 40 years of service. And that one was signed by?
Helene.
And who was our rabbi then?
Deborah.
Do you remember Deborah? Deborah was wonderful.
My bar mitzvah was awesome. I mean, I'd spent 6 months practicing, training for it, put in a lot of work, and it just felt really great to follow through and do it. All my friends were there, which was really nice. spent countless hours with Cantor Shira and Rabbi David reviewing my work. And it just, it's an important part of the tradition, and it was a great experience.
The best moment, I think, was buying the property we have now. At the time, it was our place. It was a place that we designed, that we could have, and that we could build on. And the Ark is my pride and joy. We all went, we didn't all, I went with the architect. We went out in the street and I took some leaves and stems and some corrugated. We sent it to a finery that fixes those things, and it became the Ark Doors. And in each of the openings of the Ark Doors, there's a message from the rabbi at the time and me, because I was president at the time. And in each one of those handles, there was a message from any of the members who wished to participate to write in the hopes and dreams and wishes for the temple. I don't know what other people wrote. I know what I wrote, and it has been that way. We have grown, we have flourished, and we have, I think, done a fantastic job with our congregation, inside, outside, all over, and in getting members and growing the school and all of that. All of that.
Grandma, you were saying the memories at Temple last a long time?
Yeah, I think so.
Why do the memories in Temple last a long time?
Because it's a big part of your life.
Temple's a big part of our lives.
Was.
Because you're unable to go anymore, it's a little bit harder to be a part of your life?
I think so.
So we have a lot of people who are members. Not everybody is active, but c'est la vie. That's the way it goes. You don't have to be active. If you join a temple, that means you have a Jewish heart and you want your children to be educated, or there's a conversion involved, or you just want to belong for the High Holy Days. I don't care the reason. I really don't care, as long as you join and support us.
This year was the first year that I went back to East End Temple in about 3 years. And just right when you walk through the doors of the NYU area where they do the High Holy Day services, it was just like I had a flashback of memories. Seeing so many faces I grew up seeing that I hadn't seen in so many years, and especially with COVID, really hadn't seen anyone in a while. And like my mom was saying, it's like a community of just people that every Tuesday going to Hebrew school, we all met up in the same spot, went to the deli, got the same snacks before. We all leave to go our separate ways, and we all reunite in the same place at the same time, and it's super special.
Do you recognize anyone in the picture?
Everybody.
Can you tell me? Can you point and tell me who's which? I wasn't there.
But Helene, you know.
How do you know I know Elaine?
She's still a friend.
And now for our 75th, we just want to collect $75,000 to sustain us for the future. 75.
Carol, did you love the temple?
Absolutely. I love the temple.
It's our temple, it's our community, especially for my grandma. She founded the temple. That makes the temple more special to me. I know someone who started it, who created it. We're strong, and this is where we all get to come together and share our history as a religion and families and everything. It's great.
I go to hear what Josh has to say because I think he's brilliant. I go to hear Shira's voice because there's no one like her.
It's always been part of my life since I've been 25. My children, both girls, were b'nai, not mitzvah there, benot mitzvah. Yeah, I mean, I never stopped loving it. And I will always, as long as I live. I will. Because it's that important to me. It's like, you ask me, my second family. I don't desert a family.
There's a sense of community and family and belonging. And to me, that's part of Judaism is a sense of belonging to, as corny as it sounds, but to a people. I mean, that's to me what it's about.
If Lenny was here now, and I will ask him what his most memorable moment of Eastern Temple, what will he tell me?
He would tell you about our getting this property finally. And I remember dedicating it. He would tell you that. And he spoke, of course, and everything, but more than that is even the founding of it. Even that on 14th Street when we were there. It was a beginning, and every beginning is joyful. And we, fortunately, have been joyful for 75 years.
Do I what?
Do you miss the temple?
So many of the people who were there, plus me. Well, actually, it's a participant for me on Friday night.
You went for like the joy of the community and to see, just to sing?
I guess that would be part of it,
So why were you a founder?
because, I don't know, there was something going on in the air that I felt I should be part of. So I did. I joined. It became more of a thing as the years went on, and a part of my life. That's it.
One time, we worshiped for the High Holy Days at the Hebrew Union College. And one year, we had the children's services in their sanctuary, but the rest of us worshiped downstairs in their big area. So I was waiting for the kids to come out from the children's services with their parents and everything. And as they came out, so many children and their parents, I really began to cry, and I felt so full, so absolutely thrilled. And I said to myself, I started this, so it became emotional, And anyway, that's the way it was.